Croeso and welcome to the Year 11 A-Level Physics Pathway video. Today we're going to have a little discussion about why you should study A-Level Physics and what we will be covering in the A-Level course. Why physics? Physics looks to describe the world we live in. Many of the discoveries the physicists have made have allowed us to understand nature and the world around us better than ever before. Natural science describes how the world functions, from how or why things move the way they do, to making predictions that allow engineers to design and build the civilization in which we live. From CT and MRI scanners to radiotherapy and keyhole surgery, all of these medical developments rely on physical processes that were developed by medical physicists. Many ideas that were developed for other purposes, or sometimes discovered by accident, have had profound impacts on the way we treat patients. Physicists have long asked the question, what are we made of? Over the last 100 years, we have taken an idea of the Greek atom and showed that it isn't the whole story. By investigating what makes up atoms, we have not only gained a better understanding of how matter is made, but have been able to split the atom itself and harness the energy within. As far as questions go, this is one of the biggies. Where did it all begin? Physics can, at the present moment, give us a very good approximation of how old the universe is, what it was like when it was in its early life, how stars and galaxies form, and some of the possible outcomes of the fate of the universe. But we still only know about 5% of the whole story. There are still things such as dark matter, dark energy, the ultimate fate of the universe. All these questions are still there, looking for the next generation to find the answers. Some of the biggest questions our civilization has ever asked are being researched right now. Where did we come from? What are we made of? What is out there? From these big questions have come some of the biggest technological advancements of the last 50 years. In CERN, they have large particle accelerators that probe the nature of matter. From these particle accelerators and the imaging systems used to take pictures of their interactions have come the World Wide Web, the internet, designed to share information between universities all around the world. Data imaging, the pixels that are used to make the cameras inside your mobile phone have come from these particle accelerators. The actual accelerators themselves are used in medicine to help treat cancers and to get imaging from CRT scanners. Putting a man on the moon, incredible achievement of civilization to do this. But the spin-off technologies are vast, from the computer microchip to insulation that keeps us warm and reduces our energy bills, to very simple things such as smoke detectors and water filters. The benefit of these technological advancements have benefited society generally as a whole. Studying a subject like physics will not only give you skills in the physical sciences itself. Physics makes you a very numerate individual who has exceptional problem-solving skills and is able to approach things in an analytical manner. An A-level physics qualification will allow you to move on to pursue careers outside of science as well as the sciences themselves. Pure and applied science is an obvious path. Engineering relies highly on physical ideas and the numeracy built in. Mathematics, your analytical problem-solving skills will be very beneficial there. Medicine, as we discussed earlier, many of the medical techniques that have been used today have a grounding in physics. Accountancy and law, ones you wouldn't necessarily think an A-level physics qualification would help with, but they make you numerate, they give you good problem-solving skills, they make you very analytical in your thought. One of the strangest examples I had was a colleague of mine when I was in university went to work for a brewery with his physics degree. The glasses that they have in the pubs have little dimples in the bottom, and he designed the little dimples in the bottom of the glass so that when the beer was poured, it would give the beer the perfect head from the bubbles forming. There are many strange and different paths you can take with these qualifications. This is a breakdown of the 2-year A-level physics course. The course is delivered by the WJEC, and we will be pursuing their qualification at the end of the 2 years. In year 12, you'll be taught by myself, Mr. James Thomas, and Mr. Leighton Anthony, and you'll study Units 1 and Units 2. In Year 13, you will study another 2 units, Unit 3 and Unit 4. All of these units will have an exam at the end. So in Year 12, you'll have 2 exams, one in Unit 1, one in Unit 2. And in Year 13, you'll have another 2 exams at the end of the year, which is Unit 3 and Unit 4. Unit 5 is the practical examination, and that is taken usually in April of the Year 13. It is a terminal exam, but it is done in school, and it is where you are using the practical skills that you develop in the subject to gain some credit towards your final score. The topics we cover are diverse and give a very good founding in physics across the board, so regardless of your future either educational path or future apprenticeship or work-related progression, you will have a solid founding in physics that will allow you to move forward. The Science Department at Ysgol Dyffryn Aman is also proud to offer 4 alternative science courses apart from the A-level physics. Please feel free to discuss this with either Mr. Finney, who is the head of biology, Mr. Colin Davis, who is the head of chemistry, Mr. Owain Thomas, who is in charge of geology and is also the head of science, or Ms. Tracy Lewis, who is organising the level 3 in medical science.